Well, hello to you from really, really warm Michigan. I felt like it was winter for a very long time, and then the last few days it just jumped to midsummer type temperatures. We've been up in the 90s, which is pretty unusual for us up here, but we're really glad to be warm when we're outside, and we're really glad we've got air conditioning inside these days. And speaking of inside, I've just come over to our National Ministry Center in Southwest Michigan, and I'm headed into a recording session for this afternoon. This isn't one where I'll be teaching content, but one where I'll be recording some opens and closes for various upcoming programs. So I'm here in our studio, which the Lord provided a number of years ago, thanks to the gifts and the support and prayers of a lot of our ministry friends. Our team is here. They're editing, producing, engineering, and I'm just so thankful for the equipment, the resources, the facilities, the staff that the Lord has given us that enables us day after day to be calling women to freedom and fullness and fruitfulness in Christ. And here we are early in the week of the last week of our fiscal year, and I've just talked with our team, and they're telling me that we're about 2/3 of the way toward our goal for between now and May 31st, Thursday at midnight. That means if our math is correct, if my math is correct, that was never my forte, but I believe that means we need about $230,000 more, which seems like a huge amount between now and over the next couple of days. But as we've just been praying, we keep telling the Lord, reminding Him that He is our provider, that we trust Him, that we're grateful for whatever He provides and for the people that He uses to be a part of that provision. And many of our listeners and friends have been a part of getting us to this 2/3 marker. We're so, so thankful if you've been a part of that. And if you've been thinking, I want to have a part in this, I want to give a gift, this would be a really good time to do that. In fact, Robert and I did that just this morning. We went online and made our contribution, what we felt the Lord was putting on our hearts to be a part of this fiscal year-end project. Now, I just want to remind you that what you give and the Lord's provision isn't ultimately for equipment and rooms and facilities. Those things are just tools. They're just instruments that bring about eternal, dramatic transformation and life change in people's lives. And let me read to you just an email I got this morning where this is the fruit of the ministry. She said, "I'm so thankful for your ministry. I have a 40-minute commute to work, and your podcasts are so encouraging to my heart as I listen to them on my drive. I work in a clinic where there's only one other believer, and your podcasts encourage me to be strong and confident in my faith and also in my home with my children and husband." And then she said, "Over 4 years ago, I emailed you for prayer. My husband had walked away from our marriage." And then she gives some details about how he had been unfaithful and some complications that had taken place in their family. And she says, "Your program and books were such an encouragement to my heart during the bleakest time in my life. They also encouraged me to continue to pray that God would heal and restore our marriage." And then she says, and you're going to love this, she says, "To God be the glory. This summer we will celebrate she gives the number, I don't want to give it exactly, but almost 20 years of marriage and 3 years of recommitment to those vows. God has given so much healing and grace. I can't even imagine how we would be here without Him. Thank you for your ministry. Please continue to be faithful to God and the truth of His Word." Well, that encourages me to keep pressing on the hard days and just to be faithful. And I want to thank you for being faithful in your walk with the Lord, and then faithful in your support and your prayers for this ministry. Thanks for praying with us that over these next couple of days, the Lord will provide all that is needed to get us to that fiscal year-end mark so that we can move into the year ahead, taking advantage of the many opportunities that God has put on our plate to glorify His name in many of the different nations of the world. Thank you so much, and blessings on you.